1.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the video. It'll be a lot better once we have the tripod. Thanks everyone for donating. So we're going to be showing you how to make this stuffing. So it says here, I got my pot ready to go, by the way. This is a gravy pot or a soup pot, a small one. Actually, this is a medium one. So this one's the small one for the gravy. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow this. It says here, combine 2 cups water. Okay, by the way, this is my cutting board. You guys seen it already, but 2 cups water. H2O, as my husband would joke. So 2 cups water. This is stuff the food bank gave us. We should just nickname this video Jack the Beanstalk stuffing. Maybe I will just be funny. Some poor schlub out there on YouTube already, and I say in a loving way today, schlub basically reviewed it for us and says no deal. The food bank gave it to us, so I don't know. Maybe they got it in bulk. Okay, so it says here 1/3 cup unsalted butter. I'm not putting any butter. Bring it to boil. Okay, so let's bring this bad boy to boil. So, turn this to high. And then while we're doing this requires 1 package of select turkey gravy, turkey, gobble gobble, and 1 cup of cold water. Gee, even an idiot can make gravy, it seems, nowadays. Come on, guys, I have to throw that in there. You would have to, as my husband would say, back then, you'd have to be stupid to be, not know how to make gravy. And homemade gravy is a little harder to make because you need flour and stuff. So, okay. So, 1 cup water. And it says here, one to cook over medium heat. Okay, let's turn this on to medium heat. All these things are weird. Medium. You know, I can't figure out what medium is anymore. Let's just run it to 6 and see what happens. Or 8 and then turn it to 6. These got like dials up to 10, so, you know, I like the old ones where it's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And this one here, they're like 2, 4, 6, and 8. Well, what's in the middle? 5? Alright, so this is boiling. This is boiling. Oh, seems something's on the... Oh, well, you know what? We'll just do this then. You get a little smoke, don't worry. So sometimes you just turn it up. So, once we get this started, take a couple minutes for it to boil. So, let's look inside here. I got a little container. Here we go. We're just going to do it this way. I just want to see this. You know, they're like, food bank gave us stuff. You know, you always get the little clear package and you see the breadcrumbs. This, I'd like to see what we're getting. And a little trouble. That's why I always promote this. A lot of you guys sit there and say, well, why do I promote that? Because I can, and I find it to be the most useful tool besides thing. This got pliers in it, but we don't want the pliers. We want the scissors. And then, since we're going to use the scissors, I can't find my big scissors right now, so I'll keep this near me at all times and I'll wipe this down. A little soap and water on the
Okay, you may want to open a window because it's starting to get really steamy in here and my eyes sting.
That's because of the smoke.
It's bad. You have to open the actual window. Oof, that's bad. Okay, thank you. Wow.
Okay, peeps. Sorry about that. I know it's so smoky. Oh, that's because this one's steamy and this one just got burned off whatever was in the burn. So you always got to make sure you burn. It's probably some excess whatever. You see, the problem is, people, is we don't use the burners that often. Mostly this burner here is used at all times. These burners, they're never used because, well, you get the idea. Alright, so, as you all can see, my little scissors, they're very razor sharp. I use this for everything. See? This is why they invented these little tools. Now, alright, so let's see what's in here. I'd like to, I'm sorry to say this, people, but I'm gonna waddle over there for a second because I want to see something. I'm gonna make this later tonight, as they all know. I'll probably do it, you know, but so apparently, right, this is cornbread stuffing, right? I just want, I'm gonna see if Zoe can, the camera to an angle. Does this look like stuffing mix to you? It looks more like crumbs. What do you think, Zoe? Well, what do you make of this? Okay, so we need to turn this down to 4. Well, let's see how this plays out. Alright, so here we go with this, right? Let's see how this works. Okay. Don't need this. Alright, so now we've turned the temp down. We got this giant spoon here. So it says 2 cups of water. Start stirring it in. This is how they do it. Usually it looks kind of clumpy in my opinion. Alright, so let's see what it says here. Cover and remove from it. Okay, bring to boil, reduce heat, simmer, and stir in content, stuffing picked up. So they want us to still a little powdery, okay. So apparently kind of looks like oatmeal. Yes. Alright, so let's just do it this way. You guys are like, whoa, what is she doing? I can reuse the cup, the measuring cup, or clean it. But to clean it properly, I'll just do this. It's easier, cleaner. Okay, so then this apparently needs to come to a boil too, but this ain't coming to a boil yet. This one, they say cover and reduce heat for 5 minutes. Say 5 minutes? No. Cover and remove from heat, let stand for 5 minutes. Fluff with a fork before serving. Yeah. Doesn't look too appealing in my opinion. It looks like, yeah. So, anyways, we'll see how that works out, right, guys? So in the kitchen, a lot of you people sit there and you say, oh yes, just make sure I don't burn myself. Yeah, sorry about that, people. Should have had these ahead of time, but you know, this is the first time in the kitchen doing videos, so alright, let's see how this works. I just want to stir some more of this. And you guys are gonna be like, well, what does it look like? Well, let's just show you. This is what it looks like currently. It doesn't look like stuffing in my opinion. I almost thought stuffing was supposed to look like those little square things, you know? Alright, so turn this temperature down to 2. This is now boiling. So we'll close the lid for 5 minutes or so.
2, 1.
Hey everyone, welcome back to, we are now making gravy. So apparently we're going to shut this down to medium, and it says gravy mix, cover. That sounds good. So we got stir and cover. So this will be fun, won't it? Turkey gravy. Yeah, I think me and Zoe grabbed, or they donated, I don't know. So, that's someone's messaging. Okay, cool. So, anywho, so we're gonna do this. Then it says simmer. This is clumpy, really clumpy. Can't stand this packet stuff. At times I always make it clumpy. Apparently, let's see here. That says fluff with pork. We have extra gravy, so let's see. 1 cup water, cook over medium heat, turns up gravy comes to a boil. Oh yes, you see that's the problem. Every time you put it in there, they usually say do this and do that, then it makes it clumpy. You see, that's the problem with these instructions. Every gravy packet you get is there's something wrong with it, you know. So what we're gonna try is I have a feeling this gravy packet's shot because it is purely and thoroughly clumpy. Apparently they don't know how to make gravy packets, and if you do slow cook it, again, it never comes out right. So to me, besides that, I am going to you see, this is just completely shot, people. I mean, you want clumpy gravy, you do it this way. Fortunately, this gravy is completely and thoroughly clumpy.
Can we see it?
You see? This is what they call ruined gravy because people don't. I mean, literally. They give you simple instructions. That the instructions, every gravy packet I've used over the past, they say, do this and do that. So, there. So what we got to do is, the stuffing is going to be fully done. The gravy, well, gravy pan can be reused, but we're going to have to do it this way, so that's why I said it's easy. So it says, that's why we have extra gravy packs in with emergency gravy already in a jar. Gradually stir in 1 cup cold into gravy in the saucepan. Gradually. Cook over medium heat. Really, if this one turns out to be gravy, I'm thinking the food bank likes to give crappy gravy packs. So let's try this again, people. Alright, so gradually. Okay. Then. Alright, so. So, cold water dissolves it, hot water makes it clumpy, go figure. Alright, so, turn this down to low. Okay. Now, we have this at medium heat. There we go. So, lesson learned. Yes, as Tildor would say. Probably would say something like, oh, what's the gravy, blah, blah. Now, what we do, funny story here, is we will now take a look. This says pull it off, but it's at 5 minutes. So, let's pull it off and set it for 5 minutes. The pan here, let's see how this came out. Fluff with a fork. Okay. So turn off heat. Open the lid. Still, this does not look like stuffing. It looks like porridge, people. So now we just gotta wait 5 minutes and fluff with a fork and see how well it works. In the meantime, the gravy is cooking slowly with the occasional stir it in, blah, blah, blah type thing, okay? So, yeah. So anyways, there we have it.